Hi, everybody. This is Samantha Calamaris again, and I am back with Laurie one more time. And right now we're going to talk about CWC, which is a Caring Women's Connection. Real quick, Laurie, I read something on your Facebook page that said, I'm more impressed on what you give than what you possess. And there is no better time to talk about that than right now. And it really spoke to me. So why don't you tell me, you are currently the president of CWC. Tell us what CWC is and what their mission is.
Sure. CWC is Caring Women's Connection. It was an organization started back in 1958, believe it or not, as a group of women in Hawthorne Woods. We changed the name, I believe it was about 10 years ago, to Caring Women's Connection to incorporate more. We've really changed the focus to philanthropy, and our mission is to help women and children in need in Lake County. And we stand behind every dollar that we collect goes right back out. We have absolutely no paid staff. So the only things that we pay for our emails, website, and just basic costs. Everyone else is volunteer, and you would not believe the amount of hours that we do to promote ourselves and to get the word out. We collect the money and we give it all away every year in May to different 501c3s that we screen through a huge process, and scholarships to deserving teens in the area as well.
That's great. I do know the amount of effort and work that you put into it. I'm not, as all of us are, we get busy during times, so I'm more active during times than other times, but it is genuinely an amazing program. So tell me, who can join this program or this organization?
Yeah, It is open to anyone who is over 21, which is because we do a lot of our events have alcohol in them. So it's open to men and women, whether you wanted to be a member. I was in the community. I worked in Rosemont. I was a member for 10 years before I went to anything. It was a $50 annual donation. I considered it, and I knew they were going to use my money well. So you could do it as an individual, as a resident, or as a business. Businesses start at $135. Thank you, Samantha, for always supporting CWC with your sponsorships and memberships and helping promote what we do. And you don't have to be a member to come to our events. We would like that, but we just would appreciate any type of support you can give us.
And let's talk about where you guys meet and how often.
Sure. So our year goes from September through June. So it's sort of like a school year. And we meet at different locations. We try to keep it at our corporate member locations. We support those who support us. And we have different things. We usually kick off the year at Broken Earth Winery in Long Grove, just because it's a great place to meet. They have a nice setup with a lot of wine. Then we have a Love Fund auction in October, where we raise a lot of money for our causes. And then they vary at different places. We have the other one we do throughout the year is yoga in January, which raises money for our scholarship fund. And then we have a spring luncheon, usually in April. So that's what we do.
Yes, I've been actively involved in that.
Yes,
and I definitely
we're chairperson one year, so thank you.
Yes, it's a really great event, and I was super happy to be a part of it. And the amount of effort and work that these women put in was extremely eye-opening to see. So one thing we already mentioned this a little bit, but we want to encourage more women to partake in it. You don't need to immediately pay the dues, right? I think it's important for them to come in and see what the program is about, see what the organization about, see who you help, and then you just will want to. I think a lot of women are hesitant, or men are hesitant. We'll say it's mostly women, but you do have a ton of men that come in and support all of the events, which is really great. So I do think it's important for people to just come to one, just try it. And we have some really great women that will, greet you at the door and make sure that you feel comfortable.
It's a great way to network for new people in the area too, that you might, your kids are you're past high school, so you're past PTO, or you just moved to the area and you want to meet some like-minded people. So we welcome everyone. It's become a sort of a networking thing too, of how can we help you besides how you can help us. So it's a twofold.
And it's social. It's a great way to just get out. Yes.
Have
and
fun.
have some fun.
We like to do. We're very non-cliquish, just have fun. Whatever you do, whatever works, it's great. Just kind of let's make the community better.
I do. I agree. Let's talk about who does this organization help more, which is so important right now. We were talking before we got on recording that right now people are doing what you want them to do all
Yeah.
year long.
Yes.
And so who does this support and help the most?
Again, we really help women and children. And I just want you to think about, with how we are shelter in place. Imagine if you were shelter in place and you didn't know where your next meal was coming from because school is where you got all your meals. Or you're shelter in place with a spouse who is abusive and now you have no chance to leave. The amount of need and necessary to help these shelters, it's bringing tears to my eyes,
Mhm.
is unbelievable.
Mhm. I agree with you. There's so much that you read about kids that go to school just to get away from, their circumstances. And right now they're put in positions that are, dire, and we need to be supportive. We need to make sure that they're getting food, that they're getting the attention that they need. There's a lot of things that people take for granted that we need to make sure that they have internet access so that they can have their children on e-learning, that they have food, so that it is great that we are making sure, which the schools are doing too. I know that they do have active places where you can pick up food for your kids. So tell me, where can we find some more information about CWC?
Sure. So we have a website. It's caringwomensconnection.com. We also have a Facebook page, caringwomensconnection.com. We are doing a current fundraiser right now. I was just going to stand up and show you. We're
Oh,
doing
yes. Yeah.
Kindness
Uh-huh.
is Superpower t-shirts.
Yes.
We have them available in short sleeve and long sleeve. They're $45, so a large portion of the t-shirt goes as a fundraising thing. But any help that you can give us would be great, whether you just want to send us an email and just say, hey, I'm interested, let me know what's going on. We'll add you to our email list, which comes out once or twice a month. It's not, an every week thing. And we just really want the community to be better. And we just feel we can help in our small way.
And you do. How long have you been president?
So this, I think, is my 4th year. It's usually a 1 to 2 year term, but
Yes, it is. I've been involved for many years. It is extremely difficult and a lot of time. We couldn't be luckier having you be our president.
Well, thank you.
So you have a huge heart, and I know you're going to continue to do good. And I thank you for your time, and I can't wait for more women to get involved. And it's just great to talk to you. So thank you
Thanks
for
so
your
much.
time.
And thanks so much for all your support, Samantha. We really
Of
appreciate it.
course. Good. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.